gameplay director Mike Wang helps you with your handles. And don't forget, we'll be having some fun and rewarding VC with 2K Interactive. Tune in now.
On your go, yep. Snatch. 6. I ain't gonna move, Good.
Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we've got some big news about Pro-Am. We head back to DeMar DeRozan's high school for a workout, recap how you've been affecting the My Park Championship, and gameplay director Mike Wang helps you with your handles. And don't forget, we'll be having some fun and rewarding VC with 2K Interactive. Tune in now.
On your go, yep. Snatch. 6. I ain't gonna move, Good.
Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we've got some big news about Pro-Am. We head back to DeMar DeRozan's high school for a workout, recap how you've been affecting the My Park Championship, and gameplay director Mike Wang helps you with your handles. And don't forget, we'll be having some fun and rewarding VC with 2K Interactive. Tune in now.
On your go, yep. Snatch. 6. I ain't gonna move, Good.
Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA 2K TV.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Wilmot Benjamin, Tom Donahue, coaches who've helped me at my AAU, early stages out, then going to the late, great Jack Curran in high school. Those were the ones. And honestly, there's no bigger than family. My brother Vince and my dad were the ones who really got me there.
Well, you got to have great teammates. You know, I'm the first one to say, yeah, I have 4 championships, but one of my favorite teammates, Big Shot Bob, he saved me so many times. Another one of my favorite teammates, B. Shaw, he saved me. Rick Fox, he saved me. So you got to have great teammates, great organizations. You know, they allow you to focus on what you do and what you do best, as long as family and friends and all that. And Ernie, I remember when you interviewed me when I was 18 years old.
I remember that. Now, I had just started at Turner, went to San Antonio, did a feature on Big Shaq.
Wow, that's incredible.
It was.
Yeah.
I haven't changed at all, have I?
No, you still look beautiful.
I had more hair.
Good genes or good docs?
He's got good doctors.
Let's get to Kevin Harlan. Kev.
Una hermosa vista del puente de Manhattan bajo el sol del poniente. Saludos a todos, soy Sixto Miguel Serrano y me acompañan Jorge Quiroga y Anthony Daimiel. Estamos muy contentos de que estén con nosotros los Trail Blazers de Portland contra los Knicks de New York. Y ahora un repaso a los quintetos iniciales. Veremos quién comienza el partido. Y comienzan los Trail Blazers con el balón.
It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. It's time to get away. It's time Cry. And I start to be sensible. You know what I mean? And so it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. Get away. It's time to get away from you.
Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
Two of the top teams in their respective conferences, guys. You want to be at your best against top caliber competition.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Trevor Ariza, Rodney Stuckey out there with Williams. Then it's Zach Randolph, and it's Sanders in at the center position.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
Now here's Williams. Sanders passes to Randolph. Clock at 6. The kick out to Williams. They get it back. Randolph dishes to Stuckey. Randolph against Bogut. Randolph goes in. And the rejection by James. And Reddick kicks to LeBron. Launches it. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Williams against Williams. Williams kicks to Ariza. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Now here's James. The 10-footer. And it's Randolph with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Outside Williams. Picked by Randolph. Pass to Stuckey. Shoots from the high post. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Over in the corner, Williams. Stuckey against LeBron. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. There's the call. Memphis gets the foul. Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, that's a natural progression for any player,
Sure.
even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
Now here's Williams. And Randolph now top of the key. Nobody near Williams. That's good on the jump shot. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
And remember the quote from LeBron on the subject. Obviously, I'm not the 18-year-old kid that I was before, but I can still do the things I need to be successful.
Passes it to Reddick. Williams dishes to Bogut. Patterson a screen on Stuckey. LeBron drives in. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. LeBron's got 6 points.
You know, LeBron was just so far ahead of everyone in the league when he was young. I mean, even a LeBron who has lost a step is more athletic than 95% of our league.
Now here's Sanders. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
What a play there. The hoop plus the arm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
Here's LeBron. He's got 6. Kicks it to Williams. Patterson setting the pick for Reddick. Misses the 3. The Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Randolph kicks to Williams. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And to nobody's surprise, Zach Randolph enjoyed an outstanding season, Clark, in 14-15.
And, you know, ironically, by taking more of a backseat to front court make Marc Gasol, Randolph played better, the best rebound rate of his career.
So, timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And for the Grizzlies, they had to be encouraged by Randolph's play after signing him to that extension. I mean, he'd been set back by the knee injury, but he came back in a big way.
Check in for Larry Sanders. The Cavaliers trail by 3.
And Randolph happy to be back in Memphis. He said, this is home. This is where I belong. And look, he's helped establish this team as a power in the Western Conference. And for me, this is the right place for him to be.
Ariza kicks to Williams. A three-pointer, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. The pass to Williams. And another miss by Cleveland. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to the Warriors in Oakland. And Ariza with the stuff.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Here's James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. James has got 8 points. Outside Williams. He feeds it to Randolph. Back to Williams. And the wide open shot from Stuckey. No good on the triple. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. James misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Shot clock at 5. No good from Bogut.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Williams attacking. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. 7 points for Deron Williams.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Wow, beautiful feed from Mo Williams.
With the pass. Randolph, a screen on Williams. It's Williams with the drive. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for Memphis. And Patterson kicks to Williams. The dish to Bogut. No one near James as he lets it go. And it's all evened up. James has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Cavs.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. Part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
Here's Randolph. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
Yeah, you're right about that, Greg. He's put a no trespassing allowed on that spot of the floor. It's all his.
Now here's Williams. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring games, and they create that situation with their deliberate style.
To the left side wing. Outside, Bellinelli. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now here's James. 11 points in the game. Drops it in from 14 feet away. LeBron's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Plumlee, he's checked in for Bogut. Aaron Gordon comes in for Patrick Patterson. Jefferson's checked in for J.J. Redick. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Mo Williams. Memphis also making some changes. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Randolph. Barnes comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Shane Larkin subbed in for Williams. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. So they take the lead. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Rondo with the nice dish.
Here's Larkin. To the left wing. Here's Bellinelli. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Gordon against Barnes. Kicks it out to James. Gordon inside. The shot misses. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. .137 left here in the first quarter. Here's Smith. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Knocked away. Oh, and here comes Smith. All alone. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
Rondo with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Out to the right wing. Jefferson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
There's a minute left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Larkin. Glenn kicks to Larkin. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Cavaliers have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. It's deflected. He dishes it to Bellinelli. Screen by Smith. Now James, 13 points in the game. Plumlee with the screen. Off the screen. Rebound by Smith.
You rarely see him missing dunk, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
It's a tie game. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Matt Barnes is out there with Smith. Then there's Bellinelli. Then there's Shane Larkin. And it's Sanders in the pivot spot, manning the middle. Larkin kicks to Sanders. Dishes it to Larkin. Pass to Barnes. 5 on the clock. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Cavaliers leading. It was a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams.
Here's Gordon. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Cavaliers lead by 4. Larkin, the pass to Smith. Smith drawn the double team to the right side. Barnes against Jefferson. And there's the call on Jefferson. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution for the Grizzlies.
And for Rondo, in the trade, he was able to get out of a rebuilding situation in Boston. It immediately helped a playoff contender in Dallas that was looking for help at that point guard position.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Napier's checked in. That's a 2 from Smith. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Napier kicks to Bellinelli. Shoots it. Second chance shot. Smith. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
The drive by Rondo. Soft touch off the glass. Rondo's got the lead up to 4 now for Cleveland.
And I tell you what, it was a rough go of things there early on for Rondo in Dallas. And you know, even for great players, it's always an adjustment when you go from a position of comfort to a completely new environment. And even though you're going to a better team, there's going to be some hemming and hawing in terms of your role and how you fit in.
Gordon with the screen for Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. Plumlee with a screen on Barnes. Jefferson's shot is off.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Napier passes to Sanders. Screen by Smith. Napier kicks to Smith. No good. That would have tied it.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Plumlee dishes to Dellavedova. Gordon, the pass to Rondo. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Gordon. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. The Grizzlies trailed by 4. Here's Napier. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Smith kicks to Barnes. Back to Smith. Smith missing again.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Feeds it to Plumlee. He kicks it to Gordon. Back to Plumlee. And stolen by Napier. And it's Memphis on the break. Barnes got the ball. Jefferson with the double team. Smith outside. 6 to shoot. Poked away. The feet to Napier. 11 feet away. Rondo with some nice D. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Pass to Dellavedova. Inside. Here's Jefferson. Can't get it to fall.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. They weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Screen by Smith. And that one's good. Barnes.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And watching Matt Barnes, he will do all the dirty work for you. He's an instigator. He's an agitator. And he's a team player, I think, at the court. Everywhere he's gone, and he's played for a lot of teams, Greg, he's had that role.
It's a great point. I call him a glue guy. He's not someone who's going to be a volume scorer or a smooth playmaker, but the game really is built on grit, diving for loose balls, taking charges, making hard fouls, whatever it takes to help his team win. I like that line, antagonist. That's a very good way to describe him.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
For Matt Barnes, I really felt last season was one of his best. He was the Tony Allen type defensive guy for Doc Rivers' team. Did all the little things, and he was efficient. Near his career high for three-point percentage and a career low in turnover.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Some changes for Memphis. Williams again. It's Williams. Redick passes to James. Can't get it to go. Good D by Ariza.
And I know if I were starting a club, Matt Barnes is the type of guy I would immediately look for. He's that tricky enforcer who has just enough skill to hurt you with his game. So him, in my book, equals winner. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Zach Randolph getting up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Zebo, and he's aging gracefully.
The drive by James, and another miss by Cleveland. For Memphis, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Williams again. It's Williams. Passes it to Randall. Shot from 12. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And that's now 6 points for Zach Randolph. And Randolph Clark can struggle in matchups against quicker power forwards or those spread fours.
Yeah, but even though he struggles on the perimeter against those guys, he punishes them when he gets them inside in his operating area at the offensive end. Most big men have a hard time dealing with him in the paint.
Very good point. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here. And he knocks down the first one. Well, for Darren Williams, the injury-riddled campaigns just keep piling up.
Yeah, it's almost difficult to watch considering how good he was when he was healthy. I mean, you're talking about one of the most explosive players in the game over the last decade at the point guard spot. But the injuries, hard to overcome. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
There's Williams with the three. That's good. Williams has got 10 points.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut to just one on the basket from J.J. Redick.
And guys, for Darren Williams last season, all those injuries finally affected his shooting. 39% from the field last year, the second lowest mark of his career, and he just couldn't create space or elevate to get the clean looks he had grown accustomed to.
It's Redick on the wing. Patterson is screen on Stuckey. Here's Bogut. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And, you know, talking about Darren Williams, last year wasn't all bad. I mean, nearly 7 assists a game, 3.5 rebounds, a steal. Not the stocking stuffer he used to be, but he still battled and still contributed.
The number 1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Patterson, the screen. LeBron kicks to Williams. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, was third in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular, years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
Williams gets the bucket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
LeBron outside. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Len. Ariza has the open look. No good on the triple.
And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision, and whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates.
And what Patrick Patterson gives you guys is solid all-around play. He can help you in a lot of areas. High basketball IQ, high character, understands his role, knows his limitations, and stays within himself.
Glenn, a screen. Williams dishes to Len. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Pasenko's checked in. .132 left in the first half. And Redick kicks to Bogut. There's a screen. The pass to Williams. He feeds it to Redick. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his third assist on the night. And going back to Patterson for just a moment, he's been lauded for his mature approach. Ever since high school in West Virginia, he was involved in a highly publicized recruiting battle between Florida and Kentucky, ultimately choosing the latter.
Yeah, and you know, the part of his game, Kevin, that he's really worked on is his ability to face up and shoot. Really starting to evolve into a guy that can space the floor, that space four. And when he's hitting that jumper at a high percentage, I think his value to the team goes up exponentially.
The drive by James. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one is on a reason.
You know, one of the more impressive things that we know about LeBron James is that he is one of the great leaders in the NBA. His voice carries a lot of weight, and he hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either. Good to see.
Shane Larkin's checked in for Darren Williams. Here's Larkin. He's guarded by Williams. They set the pick. Larkin, the pass to Vasenko. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Kicks it to Patterson. There's a screen by Williams. Redick inside the line. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Grizzlies lead by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
How about the night LeBron is having? He has 15 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
J.J. Redick is out there with Mo Williams. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's LeBron James. And it's Bogut and the center filling out the middle. That's the group starting the second half for David Blatt. Williams again. Williams. Fires from the wing.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Bogut dishes to Williams. Screen by Bogut for the lead. Williams attacking. And the wide open shot from Redick. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Back to Williams. Stuckey outside. Here's Sanders. And that one is stuffed right through.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Williams kicks to Bogut. Here's Redick. No luck. Good D by Sanders. Memphis leading. Ariza outside. Williams double team. The dish now to Smith. Stuckey for three. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
There's no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Ariza, right side. He dishes it to Smith. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Now it's a 4-point Grizzly lead for Cleveland. They've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Outside Williams. Patterson passes to Williams. Sanders against Bogut. Here's Williams. And they'll turn him over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Here's Williams. He's got 12. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Smith kicks to Sanders. To the middle. Here's Stuckey. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his 4th rebound in this one. LeBron dishes to Williams. Back to LeBron. Williams passes to LeBron. Bogut with a screen on Smith. Shot clock at 5. And Redick kicks to Patterson. Good on the 3-point shot. Patterson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the 3-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Williams kicks to Smith. Ariza a screen on James. Stuckey outside. Stuckey with another miss.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him. And it's Rodney Stuckey with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Larkin, he's checked in for Memphis. Patterson, the screen. Redick for 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists in the game. And he had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him. Now a timeout called by Memphis. And, you know, J.J. Redick has shown steady improvement in his game. He entered the league as a spot shooter off the bench. Last season, averaged over 30 minutes a game for the Clippers. He's come a long way. And Redick has improved every phase of his game over every year, especially in the area of efficiency. Shooting over 47% from the field last year. And Greg, that by far the highest in his career.
Yeah, and in his mid-range jumper last year, just automatic. The turnovers per minute averaged also ridiculously low. He even improved as a defender.
Cavaliers with some changes. Plumlee, he's checked in for Bogut. Aaron Gordon comes in for Patrick Patterson. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Williams. Memphis trailing here. Here's Napier. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Dishes to Barnes. Glenn a screen. Just 4 to shoot. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Cleveland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Plumlee with the screen. James kicks to Plumlee. Stolen by Randolph. Fast break Memphis. Barnes got the ball. Misses from close range.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Plumlee against Len. The fader. Rejected by Len. And that's a foul. Called on Miles Plumlee. That's his first foul. Double by Plumlee. Pass to Len. Feeds it to Bellinelli. Memphis moving it around. Clock at 6. The shot's good from Randolph.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Outside Rondo. Plumlee with the screen. Reddick dishes to Plumlee. Fast break Memphis. Bellinelli gets the bucket. Bellinelli's got his first basket of the night.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
LeBron kicks to Gordon. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Here's Napier. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. He kicks it to Bellinelli. To the paint. Shoots from 12. And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Plumlee, the pass to Reddick. LeBron against Randolph. Shot clock at 6. The drive by LeBron. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And in college, guys, Miles Plumlee had an unusual competitor at his position. It was his young. Younger brother, Mason. I mean, they actually had to compete against one another for playing time.
Greg, going back to those Plumlee brothers you were talking about, there is competition. And then, Clark, you know, there's this friendly rivalry that'll always exist.
Yeah, the brotherly competition, if you will. They have similar bodies and share some of the same attributes as well. Drafted in back-to-back years, both toward the end of the first round. A lot of parallels.
A lot of similarities, you're right. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Larry Sanders is checked in. Drouin. Reza comes in for Matt Barnes. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Darren Williams is subbed in for Napier. Picked by Randolph. And there's the feed to Stuckey. Jacks up a three.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
On defense, Memphis. LeBron dishes to Redick. LeBron kicks to Plumlee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Stuckey. Memphis has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Now here's Williams. He's got 12. And there's Stuckey. That's good on the assist by Williams. And it's 6 points in the game for Stuckey.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
There's the pick. Plumlee with the screen. The shot by Redick, no good.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Well, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
And here is Williams. Lets it go with a three. The shot is off. And Cleveland will come the other way. And here's James outside. Ariza with the rebound. Memphis has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And Williams, here we go. There's the triple. Stuckey with another miss.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
First one falls for him.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often that's the case for this team.
And Cleveland making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. Williams against Rondo. Picked by Randolph. Pass to Stuckey. And the shot falls short this time. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Passes it to Randolph. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Randolph's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Checked in for James. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Lenz checked in for Sanders. And it's Bellinelli in for Rodney Stuckey. Outside Rondo. Screen by Jefferson. The pass to Fry. To the paint. And Plumlee kicks to Gordon. Outside Jefferson. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Williams again. It's Rondo. Williams passes Delan. And that one is stuffed right through.
Some hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Grizzlies?
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Smith checked in for Randolph. And it's Barnes in for Trevor Ariza. There's the pick. Williams kicks to Smith. Out to the right wing. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. Lets the 3 fly. The shot no good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. 27 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Upside Rondo. To the left side wing. Here's Fry. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. Outside Williams. And it's sent back by Plumlee. It's still anybody's game as we... All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be... Williams with the ball. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Williams is out there with Rodney Stuckey. Then it's Sanders. Then it's Zach Randolph. And it's Ariza in the 3 slot. Here's Randolph. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's called on Channing Frye.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Shane Larkins checked in for Memphis. Plumlee with the screen. Rondo dishes to Plumlee. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Larkin can't get it to go. Cavaliers leading to the paint. Here's Jefferson, and he gets it to go.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
You know, they've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times, and they've converted a high percentage of it.
Here's Larkin. He's covered by Rondo. Larkin kicks to Stuckey. 5 to shoot. Here's Larkin. And it's good.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guy.
Look at that.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
He feeds it to Randolph. Kicks it to Ariza. Rondo with the steal. Jefferson passing to Rondo. Jefferson against Ariza. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his fourth foul of the contest. Darren Williams checked in for Larkin. Plumlee with the screen. The drive by Rondo. And yes, sir, that one drops. Rondo's got the lead up to 5 now for the Cavs.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
6 to shoot. Out to Stuckey. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And stolen by Gordon. Here we go, one-on-one. Stolen by Randolph. Williams with the ball. Jefferson picks him up. Williams dishes to Ariza. Randolph up top. Rondo with the steal. Pass to Gordon. Jefferson kicks to Plumlee. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Miles Plumlee.
That one is off. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Fry. James comes in for Gordon. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richard Jefferson. And Mo Williams subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now Williams. Here's the dish to Ariza. 5 to shoot. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. Fires from 18. And another miss by Memphis.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Screen by Sanders. And the foul on Mo Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. Williams again. Williams. Now here's Williams. He's tightly guarded. Ariza against James. 6 on the shot clock to end the drought. And Stuckey with the lay-in. Good.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Yeah, okay. It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And Cleveland making a change here. Bogut's checked in. Williams against Williams. Williams passes to James. Redick with the 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 5 assists tonight. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Randolph inside. Patterson on him. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Cavaliers.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside. What a great game for Randolph in this one. He's got 12 rebounds and some big-time defense with the 3 steals, too. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Stuckey dishes to Randolph. Back to Stuckey. Memphis moving it around. And stolen by LeBron. Patterson with it. Guarded now by Randolph. They grab their own miss. Bogut kicks to James. Out to the right wing. The second chance effort. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. An update. Doris.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Dave Yeager coaching his team during that break. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop fighting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Barnes with it. He's picked up by James. And that one's good, Barnes. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. Outside Williams. On the wing, James. Down low. Here's Bogut. Rejected by Len. Williams kicks to Bellinelli. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got his 4th assist in this one.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down. Outside Williams. He dishes it to Reddick. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And stolen by Barnes. Outside Williams. Here's Len. And he goes in for the dunk.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Darren Williams.
And Reddick is just an unbelievable three-point shooter. It's not just his volume. It's his pinpoint accuracy. By the end of last season, Reddick was 40% from behind the arc for his career.
Here's Williams. Dishes it to Smith. The kick out to Williams. 5 on the clock. From the baseline. And it's Smith missing. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. LeBron kicks to Redick. Kept alive. And right through it goes. Redick's got 12 points in just the second half.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Sanders checked in for Alex Len. Randolph comes in for Smith. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Matt Barnes. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Bellinelli. Ariza passes to Randolph. The first free throw is good.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And Zach Randolph drops them both. Cleveland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
Williams.
And both free throws good for Williams.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Feeds it to Stuckey. He kicks it to Ariza. LeBron against Randolph. Just 5 to shoot. Stuckey drives inside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Looking at the numbers for Rodney Stuckey, he's got 8 points and 2 rejections.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark, no doubt about it.
And that one's good.
Just so reliable. I mean, that basket there will give them a little bit more of a cushion.
Outside Williams. Right through the D for the layup. Cleveland leading by 3. James with it. He's picked up by Ariza. LeBron dishes to Williams. The feet to Redick. Patterson the screen. And Redick kicks to LeBron. The shot no good.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Cavaliers have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. It's tipped. Sanders with the steal. Stuckey against Williams. Stuckey passes to Randolph. Williams dishes to Randolph. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. Randolph goes in. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And Randolph drops them both.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's basically now or never for them.
A tough position. Pass to Patterson. Fires the 3. Zach Randolph with the rebound. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Williams with the ball. Williams picks him up. Now here's Williams. Picked by Randolph. And it's Ariza in the corner. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Reddick. Here's Patterson. Count it.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instincts, Grade, to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
They need a 3 to tie. They have enough time here to get a good look if they play their cards right. We'll see how they do.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And as a coach, that's the kind of turnover that drives you nuts.
And, Greg, there's no reason for that turnover to happen. It's just inexcusable.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw a good one.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking